Greetings. Welcome back. Welcome back indeed. Well, a familiar face, a rather rare character, admittedly so, but I felt like playing something weird. And, this character is pretty weird. It's, well, I'm not too sure what to call this guy, actually. I don't really have a name for it. Uh, Tweedledum here doesn't really have a name, whereas Tweedledee over here does. The War Mage. But this guy don't really have a name for it. I guess I could give it some non-direct, nondescript class name from fantasy. I don't know. Maybe some the Inquisitor or something like that. But yes, a rather strong character actually. Rather bard-like stats. Now this set here is a bit old. It's the DPS version, at least the old one, because you can see I have 56 water power, and I don't have a lot of attack or magic for that. At 860, you're going to be well over 900 before you push an element to that much. But yeah. Also, this was made back when thrust was free medium damage, so I could just use thrust all day. And when I needed like something that wasn't thrust, I could use it and just rely on thrust for damage. It doesn't quite work like that anymore. But I believe I made another set, which looks way better, doesn't it? It's got way more base damage and going that much elemental power now makes a bit more sense, because you don't want to be like around around 950 attack or magic before you go deep into an elemental power, because these are multipliers on your damage, and for efficiency's sake, you'd want to just, have more base attack or magic, as I keep saying, but yeah, it's a bit outdated. It's alright, though. It's okay. I remember it. Okay, ignore that in the background. Don't know what that is. Oh, it's the coffee. I haven't had my coffee. I'm patiently waiting for it. But yeah, get some decent. I still have some decent water power and even some fire power, because a lot of the skills on the tree are fire. So it's a nice little bonus there. um, there was something else. Maybe. Oh, you know what? That's right. I keep forgetting to mention this. Going all in one element may not be the best these days. I mean, I still have characters that do that, but I would want to make characters, or I'm trying to make characters that have a bit of a mix of 2 or 3 elements. Like a lot of my crit hybrids, they have like water power, but they have a little bit of fire in there as well. Well, I guess crit builds don't really count because they have crit power, but basically, Golem is a very common enemy in Grand Dungeon, and if you go all in on one element, it'd be kind of hard to kill it efficiently sometimes. Essentially, the Golem, it has really high defenses, and it will debuff its own resistance to a single element per turn. It goes in an order. The elements of burst order. And if you miss on the element that you have a lot of, you have to kill them with the other 3 that you don't have any power in. So, it can be a little difficult, and especially since I try to make characters that kill it in 3 turns, because one of those attacks are likely to miss because of how evasive enemies are in this game. Yeah, the whole like 60 in one element. I try not to do that anymore, but well, I guess this is the first character I started doing that on. Like, I was like, oh, I have all this water power, but given the mix of skills I only have like a couple of water skills. Actually, I think it's only like one water skill aside from thrust and magic ball. Excuse me. I guess there's two: icing shock and unsettling stare. But yes, now for food. I don't think I need food on this character, but I'll go for a little more heal power and health. Those two never let you down. Yeah, my defenses are solid. My attack and magic are solid. Yeah, everything is just solid. I guess it's got barred blood for you, but okay, I'll go more heal power. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. That's just uh yeah, I guess it is kind of like heal barred, but with not nearly that much attack and magic, granted, but or health. Well, I'll go in here. Just do a quick relaxed run. Also, I did mention oh, excuse me, I did mention that it was a weird character, but it's a comfortable weird because this character shares a lot of skills as my druid, my main mixed passive druid. It's got the 25, well, my druid has 15 guard, and but I mean it's got the 50 mage and the 25 bard. I'm used to that. Of course, I don't have the advanced mage tree and the druid tree, but I have the entire warrior tree, which I'm also used to because a lot of my mixed passive builds tend to use warrior and mage. Those two trees. So yeah, I'm quite used to this. Now the other one, the green one, uh, Tweedledee, that one's a little more strange because I have both the advanced mage and warrior trees. It's a little awkward, but at the same time, not like bad. The advanced mage and the advanced warrior tree have like some really good skills in it, so I'm just not used to it. But okay, Golem, see how you are. Not bad. I guess I do have a lot of water power. I probably didn't need to use Wolf Blow. A lucky crit there as well. Yeah, see, that's just habit. I'm used to killing it on the earth phase or later, but it's okay. I'm not sure how it or what happened there. I guess I probably got a couple of deflects on Golem there. Probably. I hit up a little bit. Help is a little low. Boggy Chubby. One of the worst enemies in the game. Because he's so cruel to every path, that exists. Okay. Buff up, why not? Wait for it to get a blight on itself. Now, normally I would wolf blow or fireball a water mirror because they are really strong against, well, damage, I guess. Huh. Okay, that hit pretty well. See that 18 magic power. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense for someone like me who prefers to have a mix of elements. Like, I don't like having only like two elements available to use. I prefer to have them all if possible. for someone who's like that, I really should have more characters that have a nice mix of of elemental power. But oh well. I guess I'll get to it at some point. It's much easier to do on some characters than others. Phantom cores. Pretty easy. I have a lot of defense, so cores isn't gonna hurt me like it normally does. Okay, that's fine. Let it neutral me. Yeah, a neutral crit hitting for 190. I'm not used to that. You know, I may play bruisers, but I don't play any that are this bulky. You know, magic defense is hard to come by. Actually, I guess I should be used to that, because I do play a lot of Druid, and Druid has way more magic defense than this. But I guess for a non-Druid, you know. Excuse me. Still a little stuffy. Still waiting for that coffee to be made. Oh, okay. Fire Wind Cup. That's a little strange right now. Yeah, just a smidge. So I have enough defense to where it's not really gonna like decimate my health, but it's still gonna hurt. It's still gonna hurt. Yeah, okay. That's why I used healing light instead of life surge in case I got the evade. You know, that healing light evasion is pretty nice sometimes. It gets you through some tough things. Okay, I don't want to risk trying to buff up because it might hit me again. Okay, no, it's alright. Oh, I hope we don't hear that. Don't worry about it. Another Firewind Shield. The game's being kind to me. That's quite a worrying thing, because if the game is being kind to you, it's not going to be very kind for very long. Every action must have an opposite and equal reaction. Well, I guess that's not quite what I'm saying, but whatever. A golem. I probably didn't mind getting bursted there, but I guess that's just habit for a late room golem to not get bursted on the first attack. Not bad. And this is more the tempo that I'm used to. Killing golem on the earth phase and not having an issue. Alright, good old Rocky Pebble. Probably need to heal right now. I am low on earth skill, or air skills though. It's unfortunate. So how hard does this hit? Okay, that's decent without the burst. That's okay. It could use icing shock if I really wanted to. It didn't mean to counter there. My mistake. Okay, it is pretty slow to kill a Rocky Pebble without bursting, I suppose. Oh, watery drop. I haven't seen you at all in this run, I don't think. Man. My shield bash felt neglected without a watery drop to hit it with. Because that's what I usually say shield bash is for. The old watery drop. Okay, buff up so it blights itself. Burst it down. That still hurt actually, but I guess water mirrors can really do some damage later on in the run. A surprising amount of damage, I must say. Okay, it's a little strange. I'm just dealing with IRL things. Don't worry about it. Oh, this must be the last golem. Okay. Not too shabby. I guess I'll just kill you with this. Yeah, perfectly. Wow, that's a good score. I guess that makes sense. It is mixed passive, but it's also a very familiar mixed passive. Uh, Ignore these other recordings on the leaderboard. But yeah, not bad. Pretty good. Really strong. I don't know why I don't use this character more. I guess it's because it's in the house of mixed passives, and this house is finished. It's complete. There are no characters to level. So when I'm like, oh, I want to play something that isn't leveling up, I'm like, oh, well, I'm already in the house of damage dealers. Might as well pick a damage dealer, something like that. Or the house of tanks. But yeah, really strong character. Do check it out, I suppose. One of the smoother characters to level as. Surprisingly enough, normally leveling as a mixed passive is rather harsh, but this character was not that bad. If I recall correctly, it was pretty smooth because it had a lot of, I guess because it had a lot of healing to spare. But yeah, I I guess that's all. Another laid back, chill recording, showing you all the possibilities in this game. But yeah, I'll see you around.